You are listening to the Big Blue Podcast. I'm Greg Stone, Metro Campus Provost, here with my co-host, as always, our president, Dr. Leigh Goodson. Good afternoon, Dr. Goodson.
How are you doing?
I am really well. So let me just say that we are here on a Friday afternoon, and before we introduce our guests and talk about College Staff Council, I just briefly wanted to mention, and some people might get to hear this before the end of the month, but I just wanted to say that here in the Center for Creativity, where we record our sessions, right now in the event hall, we have the 2017 Scholastic Art and Writing Award National Touring Show. So there's some amazing artwork that's been produced by students, junior high, high school students from across the country. This show is sort of making the rounds throughout the country. We were very fortunate that they chose us as one of the sites. So throughout the month of October, we will have some of that artwork, and there's some Oklahoma students who are represented in the show as well. So if anybody has not been over, it is definitely worth coming over to see. It's always so impressive whenever we get to show off the work of our own students and our own art faculty, but this is just a great show to see. So I just wanted to make that plug and appreciate the C4C staff and the faculty members who have been involved in helping us to get that show, because it was a really big thing. And Scholastic was really excited that we were hosting, because we also are a huge supporter of the National Scholastic Show. TCC hosts the statewide program and show every year, so it's just really exciting, and I would encourage everybody to come over and take a look.
And Greg, it's really amazing what we get here at the C4C.
Absolutely.
The team here, Mina Collier and her team, do a great job of bringing in things that you wouldn't necessarily even think of.
Absolutely.
It's really great.
Absolutely.
So.
But on to our guests today. Nicole, Mina, and Julie Basden are members of the leadership group of the College Staff Council, which is celebrating its 20th anniversary this year. So thanks for taking some time to talk with us about the College Staff Council. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
How did you each become involved in the College Staff Council? And what led you into being in leadership roles? I mean, I would say as a former FA president, I know how it goes for us, which is who's willing to do it this year. So it may be the same on the College Staff Council side, but how did you get involved in College Staff Council? Julie, why don't we start with you?
Well, I became an official member of the Staff Council in October of 2015 because I previously was on Policy and Benefits Committee, and it was just an amazing group, and it was amazing to see the accomplishments of the College Staff Council. And things that we have accomplished have benefited everyone college-wide, not just our College Staff Council, but the faculty and professional staff as well. So it's really amazing, and I really wanted to become more involved with that. So I was so happy when I was accepted as a member.
Nicole, what about you?
I joined in 2014, so I've been with the CSCs about 3 years. I had some coworkers that were a part of it, and so I would always hear from them what was going on. And at that point, I had been with the college just a couple years, so I wanted to kind of network, meet new staff members from different campuses, and be more involved in the college. So, and I would say you are right on the who wants to be chair this year. I think you are a good candidate. That's kind of how it goes.
And Nicole, you're chair
this year.
And Julie, you will be chair next year.
Yes, I'm currently vice chair.
Yeah. And I guess we should say that, Nicole, you work in the Student Completion Center.
Yes.
Here now at the Metro campus on the second floor. We're really excited to host that here. And Julie is, of course, I say of course because a lot of people know that Julie is the administrative assistant in the Health Sciences office. So, well, that's great to hear, and congratulations on getting another successful year started.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, one of the exciting things for me about College Staff Council is that you all are involved at some level in the shared governance part of being an institution of higher education. And so I get the benefit of meeting with the officers, both of you and some of our other colleagues once a month. And so that's part of what you do. But for employees who are new to the college who may be listening, what are the main goals for College Staff Council? So that's part of what you do. And then what kind of work does it do on the behalf of the members? So talk to us a little bit about that. And you might include, why do you come see the president every month? What's your goal there?
Well, part of the reason we come see the president every month is part of our mission statement, actually, which is to represent the interest of the collective college staff to administration and to promote communication between the college staff and our administration through regular monthly meetings. And we also have 4 committees that work within our group. And one of those being a scholarship committee who reviews applications submitted to us by classified staff. We are very proud of that. And we actually award 3 to 4 scholarships per semester to classified staff who apply. And our fundraising committee, who raises money so we can fund that scholarship, they raise money doing different things college-wide, different events like our History Day event and things of that nature. And
let me just make a plug real quick here for the gift wrapping.
Oh, yes, please.
Event.
Yeah.
And if, happy to endorse that, I must say, because for the past 2 years, all my gifts under the tree have been wrapped by College Staff Council, and it's a great way to support scholarships to some of our fellow team members.
Absolutely.
I will commit to doing that this year because I
Yay.
think about it every year and then I'm like, but I love wrapping gifts until I get the first one done. And then I'm like, why am I am no good at this. And I hate it.
No, we're going to hold you to that now.
So
Yes.
please do.
Yes.
Please
And what
do.
you could do, Dr. Stone, is wrap one gift early,
That's true.
and then you'll know.
And then I'll know.
And then you put the rest of your gifts in your car, and you're ready to go.
Just get it out of your
it's-
system.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But y'all do a
Sorry
great
for
job.
waylating the conversation.
Yeah,
But
yeah. We took you down a rabbit trail, but I just let me just endorse that that particular activity that you all do. It's really nice, and
that
some
scholarship is so amazing. I mean, it's really one of the
Yes.
great things about being an employee of the college is that there's this opportunity to benefit from that scholarship that you all work really hard to make sure is provided to employees.
Yes, so we would really appreciate everyone when they know that we're doing a fundraiser to participate in those fundraisers, because our goal each year is to raise $1,500, which is then matched by TCC foundations to make a total of $3,000, and we give away the 3 to 4 scholarships a month. So hopefully each semester we give 4 scholarships at $375 each, which is a cash scholarship, so they can spend it on anything they need. It's not just going to a school, and they can go to any institution that they want.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to tell them about stuff and?
Yeah, we will have a fall staff stuff coming out in the next couple of weeks. And we will also be sending out the scholarship applications on October 23rd. So be looking for that. And yes, definitely come out to our fundraisers. We will be sending out the gift wrapping email soon, and look for flyers around each campus. We will have it at all campuses. And if you're not able to make one, just come on to another one. We'll take it.
So, Nicole, as chair of College Staff Council this year, what are the priorities for the group this year that you've outlined? What are the things that are on your radar that you're looking to accomplish or make some progress toward this year?
I think professional development is really important to us, especially this year with Mary Circle coming in and giving us new opportunities. So we're trying to promote that. And one of our biggest priorities is to encourage staff members to further their education and reach their educational goals, as Julie mentioned, the scholarships. So we really try to promote that and get staff involved. I'm surprised every semester how many people don't know about the CSC, let alone the scholarships. So it's free money. The spring, as I said, spring 2018 application will come out October 23rd, and be watching for the fundraisers for it.
And we also, another priority for us, and I forgot to mention one of the most important is Policy and Benefits Committee. We have staff college-wide, whether they're a member of CSC or not, that participate in that, and they investigate what's going on in other educational institutions, other benefits and policies that might help us, or even deleting something that no longer makes sense to TCC. So that is a wonderful group, and we put forth a proposal each year in combination with Faculty Association and professional staff. We have combined that. Thanks to Dr. Goodson, we have a combined effort in at least 2 to 3 items, and then we can each submit individual items as well. And we're going to have a meeting on our latest proposal October 24th.
Right, that was an effort when I remember I came to the groups and requested and said, let's combine those, because I was getting 3 different proposals from all the groups, and there was a lot of overlap. There are quite a few areas where all employees will end up receiving the same benefit in that category. So that's really great work that all the groups have done together, and I really personally appreciated that, because then we weren't figuring out what the ask was there in administration. But
We think it's worked very well, too.
good.
And I'd also like to say, if anybody has anything they'd like to add and they can't make the meeting, feel free to email any of the representatives on your campus or at any campus. I sent out an email a couple of weeks ago with a list of everyone that's on the CSC, and you can email me directly. That's fine as well.
Well, I'm Leigh Goodson, here with my co-host, Dr. Greg Stone, and you're listening to the Big Blue Podcast. Today we're talking with Nicole, Mina, and Julie Basden about the TCC Classified Staff Council. But it's really College Staff Council, right? So
Yes.
sometimes we say CSC.
That's a typo on my part. I typed that.
You did?
I think so.
We kind of flip-flop.
My apologies.
I mean, technically,
Well,
we're College
I
Staff
know,
Council.
that's right.
You're technically,
I know,
but I
that's
mean,
right.
I do hear it.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
It began as classified.
It did begin as
Right, so there's a little bit of history there.
Old habits
Right.
die hard. My apologies. I still call the TRIO program RISE every once in a
Yeah.
while.
Yes.
I get corrected on that too.
College Staff Council, you're marking your 20th anniversary. So I would think there's probably a lot of pride around that. Is there?
We're all very excited about it, yes.
Very
Yes.
excited. And so tell us about what are some of the accomplishments you think about when you think about the history of CSC.
Well, as of spring 2017, we've awarded 120 scholarships for a total of $33,175.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's
that's
when I saw that
amazing.
on paper, I thought, wow,
That's
we did
pretty
that.
cool. Yeah.
We offer free flu shots for all full-time and part-time employees. These are things that were put in a proposal. So, free fitness center memberships for full-time staff, 8 hours for community service. You don't have to use vacation hours anymore. Tuition waivers for employees, spouses, dependent children, and now grandchildren. And then your paid days off, your 1 extenuating circumstance, 1 community service day, additional days during winter break, organ donor leave policy, increased annual sick leave from 10 to 12 days. These are all accomplishments that when I came into the CSC, I didn't even know. I wasn't aware that CSC had made those proposals.
And don't forget about the free parking. Everybody
Oh,
talks
yes.
about
Everyone
the free
loves
parking.
the free
It's
parking.
no longer taken out of your paycheck.
That is true.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of great things that benefit all of us, not just one group of employees or another. So that's a lot of really impressive accomplishments that make work better for everybody. I kind of want to just in the remaining minute or two we have left before we get to the big question we ask every guest. In terms of not your work with the College Staff Council, but with just your day jobs in the School of Health Sciences and in the Completion Center, what excites you about working here? Why do you like to work at TCC?
Julie, you want me to go first, or you want to go first?
Go ahead.
Okay. I would say I was a first-generation college graduate from San Diego State University, but before I went there, I came to TCC. And I was like many other high school students. I just wanted a break. I wasn't ready to go to the 4-year. And I just feel like TCC is such a great option for students to get the college experience without that stress of the 4-year university at first if you're just not ready. So it really helped me to acclimate to college and gave me time to figure out what I was interested in, and it helped me before I moved on to the 4-year. I love knowing that the work I'm doing could be helping someone better their life, reach their goals, or even accomplish something no one else in their family had ever accomplished. I also love working for an institution that is so involved and takes so much pride in the community.
Julie, what about you?
Well, having worked at a hospital in McAlester, Oklahoma before I came here, I worked in the education department there. So I got to know all of the departments within our hospital from the top to the bottom, janitor to the CEO. And so the School of Health Sciences was a really good fit for me because We have the Department of Nursing and Department of Allied Health. So we have all of our healthcare careers underneath the School of Health Sciences umbrella, and it's really, really fun to watch the students come in at the beginning of their career before they go out to the hospital, and to help them, just really get excited. And the one thing that I enjoy not that I enjoy seeing students who are tired of school or anything, but I really enjoy getting to tell them, this is such a short period in your life for a career that's going to last you and your family a lifetime, and you're going to get to help all of the people in your community. Think about the lives that you will touch. So it's really exciting to see them at the beginning of their career, and it's also exciting to see people change their lives. You wouldn't believe how many people we have that have even retired and come through and decided to change their career completely, So it's really a lot of fun. I love working here, and I think this is probably the best college that anybody could start out with, for sure. It's a great atmosphere, and working here at TCC is just amazing. The people are great.
That's awesome. That's great. Okay, so at the end of every interview, we ask the big question, and that is, if you could go back in time and give advice to your 18-year-old self, what would that be?
For me, I would not listen to a financial aid advisor who came through school telling me my parents made too much money for me to get help with financial aid, and said I should get married or have a kid to get some help.
Wow.
Bad advice.
That was not
somebody.
a TCC financial
No, it was not a
Yeah,
TCC.
just so you know, that was not.
But don't
Disclaimer.
listen to naysayers. No matter what anybody tells you, don't even listen to excuses that you might give yourself. Whatever you do, go after that college degree, because you're really going to need it to get ahead in today's society. There are so many jobs out there, and you think, oh, I don't need a degree to do this or that, but you really do. And if you really want to be able to support your family, that's the best thing that you can do for them.
Mine's kind of similar. It's, when you're going through college or getting into college, you have those fears and insecurities about, can I actually do this, or is this too big of a goal? Can I make it? And I just say be confident and don't worry about if you fail, because you pick yourself up, you'll get there eventually. So.
That's great advice.
Good advice.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us here today on the Big Blue Radio Show. You've been listening to the Big Blue Podcast. That was my verbal typo, right? We want to thank our guests, Nicole, Mina, and Julie Basden, for joining us today, and we want to thank you for listening. Remember, you can catch the Big Blue Podcast each week in the week at TCC and on the Creativity channel at YouTube. We'll hear from you next time. Thanks, Greg.
Thank you. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.